Hi PEP Stars, this is Miss Bowen again with another interesting and informative PEP related video. In today's class, we're going to be looking at verbal reasoning. This video is part 2 of the video that was previously done. We will continue to look at the topic and the examples. Today is another ability test prep. I hope you have a good time in today's class. In today's class, we will continue to look at verbal reasoning. Let's look at the next topic that will come on the exam, sequencing. These type of questions will require you to analyze patterns, then use them or it to determine what should be next based on an established order. Let's look at the example. Which month comes next in the series? March, June, September. The options are April, December, November, and August. What is your answer? Let's see how we can approach this question. The sequence is to jump or skip 2 months forward. After March comes April, May, then June. April and May are skipped. Therefore, the answer is December because October and November are skipped. Let's look at the next topic that will come on the exam. We are still on the verbal reasoning type questions. Next up, text completion. For this question, you are expected to use context to determine choice of words based on variation in spelling or usage or meaning. Dash are the results from yesterday's basketball game. All of the words are pronounced the same, however, they are spelled differently. The first option is spelled H-A-I-R, the second option H-E-R-E, the third option H-A-R-E, the fourth option H-E-I-R. Let's see how I can approach this. All the words have the same pronunciation, but are spelled differently as previously stated, and they all have different meanings. Based on the context of the sentence, option B would be the correct response. The word H-E-R-E is used when introducing something or someone. Let's look at the next topic that will come on the exam. We are still on the verbal reasoning type questions. Next up, reading. Reading questions will ask you to read a given passage and to answer questions at different levels. Let's look at the example. Puppies are very small when they are born. They cannot see until they are about 2 weeks old. During this time, they stay very close to their mothers. Why do puppies stay close to their mothers? What is your answer? Let's see how I can approach this question. Having knowledge of the type of questions being asked help us to determine the correct response. What kind of question is it? Is it a right there question? The answer can be found right there in the text. Or is it a think and search question? The answer is in the text, but it may not be the same language that is used in the question, and you may have to look in different places to find it. Or is it an author and me? The answer is not in the text. You will need to use your own background knowledge and what the author has told you to come up with the answer. Or is it an on my own question? The answer is not in the text. You will need to use your own background knowledge. You could even answer the question without reading the text. The question must stand alone. They cannot see. The answer is a right there question because it can be found right there in the passage. Now let's look at the final topic that will come on the exam. We are still on the verbal reasoning type questions. Next up is logical deduction. Logical deduction questions are simply a combination of information. Your goal is to come up with a logical conclusion based on the given statement. This is not an easy skill to master. So be patient and do not rush. Accurate deductions can take time. Put yourself in the mix. Sometimes it helps, where possible, to put known values into the question. For example, instead of boy and mother, put your own name and your mother's name. Let's look at the example. 5 cars are in a race. Car A is at the front, followed by car B, then C, then D, and lastly, car E. Car C overtakes cars A and B. Car D then overtakes 3 cars. Which car ends up in the middle? Is it car A, D, C, or B? Let's see how we can approach this question. Based on the information in the previous slide, car A is in the middle. This is where we end for today. To find out all the topics that will be coming from the verbal reasoning type questions, watch part 1 of this video, and then you will get all the information you need to approach the ability test examination. Thank you again for watching all of our videos. Remember to share the videos with all of the students you know doing the PEP examination, and also to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell just so you can see all the videos we're posting first.